More than 5 million Ukrainians who fled the country after Russia's attacks are looking for job opportunities in European countries such as Germany, Poland and the Czech Republic. But high-aid refugees may run counter the Ukrainian government's desire to encourage them return home, writes Markus Ziener. Markus Ziener is a visiting senior fellow at the German Marshall Fund in Berlin. As Ukraine enters second winter of the war, picture that emerges is both encouraging and sad. It is encouraging because Ukraine's desire to have a future of its own is very concrete. Wherever possible, Russian devastation is repaired at lightning speed. Factories rebuilt, houses are repaired and impact pits filled. In Chernihiv, 2-hour drive north Kiev, boss of a textile factory proudly shows me how he repaired his company's roof, which was completely damaged by missile attack during the 35-day siege city. Early 2022. In Kiev suburbs Irpin and Bucha, which are remembered for the senseless destruction and brutal Russian forces, it has become difficult to find places that remind you frenzy violence. It seems as if the country doesn't want to look back. Only the future matters. After almost 22 months of war, Ukraine not only has to deal with stalemate on military fronts with Russia, the country also has to cope with a significantly shrinking workforce and an ever-increasing demand for labor. The Boss textile company in Chernihiv is urgently looking employees. The head a local university is looking for teachers and students. And head a state institution civil servants in Kiev does not have thousands colleagues. While than 5 million Ukrainians living abroad, these people are greatly missed at home. While more than 40 million people lived in the country before the war, today there are only around 32 people. Millions of Ukrainians live abroad permanently or temporarily. And longer the war goes on, less likely they are to return, because they do not want to return to a country that cannot guarantee security, but also because the refugees have settled in their new homes abroad and, at least in the case of Germany, have comfortable financial support. The majority of those who fled resided in countries such as Germany, Poland and the Czech Republic. Although granting asylum, especially to mothers with children, is personally understandable, there is also a selfish logic involved. For example, there is already a labor shortage in Germany. The workforce shortage will only get worse, given the demographics that will send millions of baby boomers into retirement over the next decade. No wonder immigrants from Ukraine are well received in Germany. They bring with them a high level of education and a desire to work. Therefore, excitement about their return to their home countries is limited. Generous social benefits paid by the German government also make it easier for them to stay abroad. In Germany, Ukrainians are entitled to so-called citizenship allowances. In the case of A.S.